Alright, so today we're going to be going over scottleroymarketing.com and some of the great resources that we have available for you on our website. So if you're following along, this is the homepage of our website, scottleroymarketing.com. And I'm going to scroll down just a little bit, and we are mostly going to be working in this KW Resources tab here. So one of the first things that you will probably do with Scott Leroy Marketing is have us do a setup for you. So in that process, we have you start out by filling out one of our questionnaires, and this basically gives us all the information we need to fully set up your MyKW account. So a lot of times this is sent to you by your office. You'll either be sent a link or a paper version, or sometimes you will also receive an email from us with a link to our questionnaire. But you can also access them on our website. So if you are a new agent and we haven't done a setup for you yet, you'd want to go here to our KW Resources tab. I'm then going to highlight questionnaires and click the first option here, which is questionnaires. Oh, you know what? I'm going to log out really quick because I want you guys to see what this looks like if you're coming to the site for the first time. Alright, so sorry about that. I'm going to highlight KW Resources and then go over questionnaires and click this first option here, questionnaires. Alright, so this is going to bring us to a login page if you're not already logged in. So in order to access our site, you do need to sign in. It asks for your Market Center number or password. This is not looking for your MyKW password. Your office actually has its own specific password, and a lot of times it is just your Market Center number. You can find your Market Center number at the excuse me, upper right-hand corner of the homepage of MyKW. On that, excuse me guys, my allergies today. Alright, on the homepage at the top right, it usually has your Market Center name, so it'll say like Keller Williams Preferred Realty, and then it will have a number next to it. That number is actually your Market Center number, and that is the password for scottleroymarketing.com. So if you don't know this or you're having trouble finding it, we have this information on file, and your office does as well, so you can reach out to either one of those places and we'll help get that figured out for you. But I'm going to add in an office password. Please make sure that you use your specific Market Center number. But then when I click login, it's going to log me in and take me into the site. So this is where we were trying to go, our questionnaires page. You can see here it says find the right questionnaire for you. So you can see we have a few different types. I'm going to start out by just showing you the setup questionnaire. This is probably what about 90–95% of you will be completing. So from this page, I am going to click the first option here, which is Setup Questionnaire. Alright, once this loads, it says Scott Leroy Marketing is here to help you set up your KW tools for you. So basically what this is, it's a short form that we have you fill out. You give us information, and we use that information to set up your MyKW account. So we set up eEdge for you, we set up Playster, Dotloop, KW Connect. We get your profile to 100%, which is now actually 97%, but we complete your profile for you, set up your websites, all that good stuff. So from this page, if you scroll down, there is a video here that shows you how to complete the questionnaire if you're having trouble. So you can watch this first if you'd like. But if we keep scrolling, we can then start to fill this out. Please note this form does not have a save feature, so if you do start filling this out, please make sure that you have time to fill it out all at once. If you leave this page and come back to it later, it may not be available, and you may go all the way through it and hit send, and then it probably won't come through to us. So make sure that you have enough time to fill this out all at once, and it really should not take you too long, maybe 10 to 15 minutes at the most. So we ask for things like, what is your first name? What is your last name? Some of these are required questions, so you do have to fill out these. We do ask for the last four of your social. This is just a verification feature for, I don't know if it's still doing it, but for new agents for a couple weeks, it was asking for the last four of your social to sign into MyKW. So that's why we're asking for this, but please know that we delete this after we're done with your setup, so we don't save this information. Other info, we ask for your username and password. If you don't have your username and password, you can just put a dash in these boxes, and we can help you figure that out. We can keep on going, things like what office are you in, add in your address, cell phone number. This information here, things like Facebook, Twitter, blog, designations, these are all, they're not required. If you want to leave these blank, you can, and then if later on you create a Facebook page for your business and a Twitter, we can always add this in at a later time for you. More questions, specialties, bio, once again, these are not required, but you can add them in, you can leave them blank, and we can always update this later. Okay, some more required questions. We do need 3 options for your KW email address and your KW website address. So please give us 3 options here. We ask for 3 just because sometimes there are a lot of agents at Keller Williams, and sometimes some options may be taken. Like I'm Bailey Smith, and I'm sure Bailey Smith at kw.com is probably taken. There's probably another Bailey out there. So if you do have a more common name, you may or may not be able to get your first option, so that's why we ask for 3 choices here. Dot loop info, and some more questions, and then down at the bottom we have an option to attach a headshot and a logo. Please make sure that these are under 10 megabytes. If they are over that, it can mess with our form, so once you hit submit, it might not come through. So make sure that you don't attach any oversized images here. If your files are really big and you don't know how to resize them, I would just submit the questionnaire and then you can email that over to us separately and we can get that to our setup team. But once you've hit send, please make sure that you go to or are taken to a thank you page. That means it came through to us. And then once we get it, it usually takes about 1 to 2 business days for us to complete a setup. So if you were to submit one today on Friday, you probably won't be set up until Monday or Tuesday. We don't work weekends, but our team is pretty quick. So we say about 1 to 2 business days, and then you will receive this awesome MyKW Setup Complete email from us, which will have all of your usernames, passwords, logins, links to everything, and then how to use it. So this is our first step, is filling out this questionnaire. So I'm actually going to go back, just going to hit the back button. Maybe I'll hit it twice. Okay. All right, so that was our setup questionnaire. This is the normal MyKW setup questionnaire. This is, like I said, what most of you will probably be filling out, but we do have some other options for you. We have a short form setup. This is for those who are looking to get going. So this is very similar to the normal setup questionnaire, but this one only has the required questions. So if you don't have time to kind of go through all of this and add in all that extra info, I would say fill out the short form and we do the exact same setup for you. We have a transfer agent questionnaire. This is for agents who are moving from one Keller Williams office to another. We also have an expansion agent questionnaire. This is for agents who are a part of 2 market centers. So these 2 are different. If you are in one of these situations, if you're transferring, moving from one KW to another, make sure you do this one. An expansion agent means you're a member of 2 offices. So maybe you're in Keller Williams in New York and in Florida, or I know my old office, we had people who were part of Newport Beach and Beverly Hills, so this is for people who are a part of 2 offices. Capper, this is for cappers and luxury agents. We have a team questionnaire for teams who are moving over to Keller Williams. Admin, if you have an admin that is working for you, you can have them fill out this admin questionnaire and we will set up their account for them. And then we also have a Playster questionnaire. We do the Playster setup in your regular setup, so if you do fill out any one of these questionnaires, please know that we also will complete the Playster. This is really just for agents who have been with KW and everything else is set up, but they still don't have Playster yet. They can come here and fill out this questionnaire. But once you've done this and hit submit, like I said, it usually takes about 1 to 2 business days, and then we will get back to you and send you the awesome Setup Complete email. Going back up to KW Resources at the top of our page, I'm going to stick in this Questionnaires tab. I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to show you our questionnaire queue. So this is great for offices, but it's also great for agents to see where you are in the setup process. We always update this so you can see where you are on here. So we say 1 to 2 business days. You can come in here and search for your name. And if you see that you're still in this column, that just means that we are working on you, and we'll notify you as soon as that's complete. You may be in the missing logins column. We do always reach out to you and the office when we have a bad login. But if you say you've submitted a questionnaire a few days ago, it's been more than 1 to 2 business days, or more than 2 business days, I'd say 2 to 3, you still haven't heard anything, I would recommend coming here to make sure that you're not in this missing logins column, but we always reach out to you as well. So this is just the questionnaire queue, just once again really great for offices and agents to see where they are in the process. But I'm going to hit the back button. All right, back up to KW Resources. Questionnaires, I'm now going to show you our 30-day challenge. All right, so we have had a lot of agents who, after their setup is complete, they come to us and say, hey, what should I do next? So to help out with that, we've created some 30-day challenges. So these are designed to help you with your MyKW tools, your SLM services, and your online presence. We have 4 different challenges at this time. I'm going to start out by showing you the MyKW SLM challenge. So I'm going to click this first option here. Alright, so this challenge is meant to help you launch your MyKW platform and get a jump start on your KW tools and online marketing. So if you scroll down, you can see we have a list version of the 30-day challenge here, days 1 through 30. The things on here are just like send over any requested info that we asked for, check out our training. If you want to buy a custom domain, you can get one here. Send us your contacts, learn the basics, watch this training, yada yada. So this version here on this page, this one's cool because you can scroll through it and you can actually click on the links and it'll take you over to whatever we are recommending to do. But if we go back up, we do have an option for a printable version. I like this one, so I'm going to click on this, click here for the printable version. And this does take you into Google Drive, so very similar to our templates, you need to be signed into a Google account to access these files on our site. Lucky for you, if you don't have a Gmail already, your kw.com email is actually set up through Gmail, so if you're signed into that, you can definitely access our materials. But this took me into our 30-day challenge folder, and I'm just going to open up this PDF version here by double-clicking. So this is pretty cool. So this is a PDF version of our 30-day challenge. You can actually download this directly from this page, save it to your computer, save it to your tablet, print it out, hang it on your desk, do whatever you want with it. I know that when I'm working on things, I like to have a physical list that I can actually check off. So this is great if you are into that as well. It has all the same options, days 1 through 30. And please note that these are totally optional. These are just a recommendation. There are things that we've seen other agents do and just recommendations of things that you can do after your setup is complete to just take full advantage of it. So don't stress out about this too much. It's totally optional. You don't have to do everything. You might not need everything on here, but it's just a guideline that we thought would be helpful for you. So I'm going to hit back. So that's our MyKW SLM challenge. We have similar challenges. We have a database management, a blogging challenge, and an SEO challenge. So I recommend checking all of these out. They're just great, helpful tools to give you guys that extra boost after your setup is complete. Going back up to KW Resources, I'll just click on this tab here, Live Webinars. So if you're watching this class now, this page should look pretty familiar. So you can always access our classes at eedgeacademy.com. Some of you may have gone there, but you can also access them here on KW Resources and then Live Webinars. As long as the class is actually live, you can access it from here. Like I said, if you're watching this now, this page should look familiar. Anytime you try to come into our training, we do ask that you sign in. This is great for your office to keep track of who is actually using our services and who showed up for our training. So super simple, you just fill out this form, give us your name, your email, and your Market Center number, and then whether or not you'd like to be on our newsletter. Once you hit send, this page will basically refresh and bring you into the live webinar. Moving right along, back up to KW Resources, we're now going to check out our training. I'm going to highlight training and then click Training Calendar. Alright, so SLM is excited to provide over a dozen varieties of live classes. So we teach a lot of classes over here. To join our live webinar, once again, you can go to eedgeacademy.com at the time of whatever class you're looking for, or that live webinars tab. All of our classes are recorded, this little note here. All of our MyKW Academy classes, which I'll go over, are at slmwebinar.com. You can always find a recorded version, the most recent version here. And then all of our advanced training classes are at slmtraining.com. I'll go ahead and show you guys those in just a moment. But if you keep scrolling down, you can see we have our training calendars here. So we usually have 2 months up at a time. We just wrapped up October, so that'll be gone soon, and we'll add in December. But when you're coming here, make sure that you are looking at the right month and also the right time zone. So I'm going to open up our November calendar in EST, Eastern Time. So when I click on the right version that I'm looking for, it's going to bring me into Drive again and open up the calendar. So this is our November schedule of our classes for this month. Up at the top you can see it has eedgeacademy.com. You can always go here to access that. And to listen, you can either call in from your computer through the app, or you can call in on your phone. I'm actually calling in on my phone right now to teach this class. So you can call into this number, and then this is the code that they will ask you to enter, and that will allow you to listen to the class. On Tuesdays, we teach our MyKW Academy webinar. We have a slow-paced version, and these vary every other week. So the slow-paced version, this is actually in 3 parts, and it does allow for participation. It goes a little slower, so there is time for you guys to ask questions. There are 3 parts. You can see each part is an hour long, and down below you can see the topics that are covered in each section. So if you are someone who feels pretty confident about everything in part 1, you can jump in at part 2 or part 3 or whatever works best, or you can choose to watch them all at once. The little red number here, that is actually the date of the month that this class will be taught. So on the 6th, we have our hands-on, slower-paced MyKW Academy webinar, and then on the 13th and the 27th, we have an overview version. So this one goes over all 3 parts, but it's a little faster. So it's only 1 hour going over all 3 topics, or all 3 parts, and all of the topics in all 3 parts. This one does not have time for questions, so just keep that in mind. So that's our Tuesday class. We teach those every week. On Wednesdays, we have some of our advanced classes. We have Playster 101 and Playster 201. Our Wednesday classes are taught by Robert. So Playster 101, Playster 201, these are from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and of course again these little red numbers are the date of the month, so make sure you're looking at the right calendar. We also teach a class on Kelly and referrals, and then KW Connect. On Thursdays, we have more advanced classes. We have Loop 101 and Loop 201. Those are taught by Leah. And then I teach our database management and our marketing with MyKW classes. On Friday, this is you guys right now, we have our SLM Overview. We have a templates class. And then 2 Fridays a month, we teach what's new with KW and SLM. This is a newer class. And then down at the very bottom, we have our contact information. So, like I said, we teach a lot of classes, so definitely take advantage of these, especially if you are a new agent. These are all the live times, but like I said, we do actually record everything. I'm recording this class now, so this will be on our YouTube page and on our website. So I'm going to go back. Oops, that's good. Okay, so I do want to show you guys a couple websites. So this one here, oh, what is going on? All right, let me go back there. Alright, so slmwebinar.com. This is where we have the recorded versions of our MyKW Academy class. We have both the overview and the hands-on versions here. So I'm going to click on this and have this bring us over. So this is basically just a YouTube playlist page. So you can see it says MyKW Academy webinar. And over on the right, you can see the different versions. So looks like the most recent one we have up was our overview that we taught on 10/16. You can see it's about an hour long. And then below that, the previous week, we have parts 1, 2, and 3 of the full MyKW Academy class. So this is cool. If you were unable to go to this class and you missed it, you can come in here and watch whatever version you prefer. Maybe you did watch it and you want to come back in and get a refresher, pause it, and be able to work along with the class. Same sort of thing, you can come here and find the class you're looking for. I would start with the most recent, but we go over the same thing every week. It's really just for anybody who was in a specific class. If they want to come back and watch that one, you can come in and search for that date. So we upload these every week. So this one is slmwebinar.com. We also have slmtraining.com. This is where we have our advanced classes. So KW Connect, Marketing with MyKW, our Templates class, our Kelly class, What's New, our Loop and Placer classes. So all of our advanced courses, they are here. I recommend starting with the MyKW Academy webinar. And once you've made your way through that and have like a general understanding of how the system works, I recommend checking out the advanced classes after that. And lastly, we do also have slmtips.com. This is where we have all of our tech tip videos. And we do also send out a tip video email every week. I think it's just sent to the offices. So hopefully they're forwarding that to you. But you can also come to this page to see our new tips that we create every week. And these are usually pretty short. As you can see here, the longest one is 3 minutes. Sometimes they're a little bit longer. But these are great little tip videos. I recommend checking these out as well. If you ever have a moment and you really want to learn more about MyKW, these are things that we find super helpful. And of course, if you come to our YouTube page and you're looking for a specific video and we don't have any training info on it, definitely let us know because we're always looking for new video ideas. So lastly, I also want to show you youtube.com/ScottLeroyMarketing. So this is our YouTube page. And we have a ton of videos. We also have 8,000 subscribers. That's pretty awesome. But we have all of our videos on here. So you can come to this page and use this search feature and basically find training on anything KW related. So if I wanted to search our page for importing contacts, I'm going to search import contacts. And you can see you can find all of our videos that we have on that. And I think the most recent ones are up here. It says how to import contacts. This was the updated version for this year. So definitely take advantage of this. Our YouTube page is awesome. We have so many videos on here. So if you are working on something and you want a little walkthrough or some more hands-on training, I recommend searching on here. And I will go ahead and drop these links in the chat for you guys. Alright, so now you guys have that. I'm going to go back to scottleroymarketing.com. Alright, I'm going to go back into KW resources and then training. We also have all the classes on our website as well, so I won't go through all of these. But let's say, I'll just go into my KW Academy webinar. So you can go on the training tab and then you can see we have all the classes here. So these are the same videos, but we just have them on our site as well. KW resources, training, as you can see, I clicked on my KW Academy, but we also have advanced training, the tips and dot loop and stuff on here. Those are those specific classes. But I do want to point out our My KW cheat sheet. So I'm going to click on that. So our cheat sheet, this is something that we created for you guys, and I like to compare it to like a user's manual or an owner's manual for my KW. Robert put this together, so it's super detailed and really, really helpful and informative. You can download this here by clicking this link, and it'll give you a nice PDF version that you can print, put on your tablet, save to your computer. But you can also scroll through it here. Starts out with a table of contents. So basically, you can go in here and search for whatever you're working on, and then find more information and instructions on how to use it. So this is awesome. 83 pages. So, like I said, this is really awesome. So you can come here and download this if you like to have like an actual book in front of you. You know, some people learn that way and they like to actually read it on a piece of paper. So if you need that, you can download this 4.0 version of our cheat sheet here. Going back up to KW resources, I'm now going to click on support. ScottLeroyMarketing.com/support will bring you here as well. I'll add this in for you guys. This is my favorite page of the website. We have some great resources for you here. If we scroll down, you can see it says Agent Support, and then we basically have a whole list of buttons. So these are actually free support items that we can complete for you. Everything from getting your profile to 100% to updating your bio. We can set up email campaigns for you. We can create your kw.com email if that's not already done. Link your calendar, your office calendar, to your Gmail. Update your phone number. Add testimonials to your website. We can add in Google Analytics, Google Webmasters. We can add in this What's My Homework. This is like a lead capture form on your website. Lots of good stuff. So like I said, these are all free. I'm going to show you really quickly how to set up the email campaign form. These are really easy to fill out. So you can come here and find whatever form you're looking for. Oh, also domain forwarding, that's an important one. But let's say you wanted us to set up a campaign for you. I can come here and click on this button for my support form that I'd like to fill out. We do say, same thing as our questionnaire, is usually about 1 to 2 business days. And we do actually have videos telling you how to fill out each of the forms. But we can scroll down and now we just have to fill this out. So your name, your email. We do need your MyKW username and password for these. For this one, we ask whether you are an agent or in leadership. And then we ask what type of email campaign you'd like us to set up. Most of you will be filling out a 33 touch first. So that's probably what I would recommend if you come here and you're not sure. I would choose 33 Touch. Do you have a specific campaign you'd like to set up? You could say yes or no. If you say no, we just choose the newest 33 Touch for you. Would you like us to add all of your contacts or certain groups? You can click all. If you choose groups, you can specify which groups, which statuses. Maybe you only want leads or you only want your cold people. I'm just going to leave this as all. And then to prove you're not a robot, we usually have a fun question on the end of our forms. Who is your favorite superhero? I'm going to say Jessica Jones. Perfect. So once you fill this out, you can hit send. It will take you to the thank you page. Hopefully, if it doesn't, that means it didn't go through. But if you hit send and see this thank you page, it came to us, and then we will notify you in about 1 to 2 business days once this is complete. So I'm going to go back. So like I said, we have some really awesome things for you guys on here. So definitely take advantage of this. These are free items that we have created to help you make your account work better, make your website better, and just make it easier for you guys. I will say, please don't go through and just fill out every single form. You probably don't need all of these, especially if we've just done a setup for you. You probably don't need to update your bio or your phone number because we just added that in for you, but definitely feel free to fill out the ones that you need. We also added some compliance update support forms on here. I know for certain agents in certain states, you have to have documents displayed on your website and on your email signature. So if you are in New York or Texas and you need this stuff updated, you can fill out these and we can actually take care of that for you. We also have leadership support if you are in leadership at the office. These are similar to the agent support forms, but they are just catered toward the office. So setting up an email campaign, this would be like a recruiting or a retention campaign, setting up your recruiting site, stuff like that. So that's our support page. I'm going to go back up to KW Resources. I'm not going to go over leadership support too much, but we have a 30-day launch for leadership. This is very similar to the 30-day challenge for agents, except it goes over what your office can do in the first 30 days after you sign up with Scott Leroy Marketing. Leadership support, we basically just looked at that. We also have a leadership cheat sheet. I will show you guys offboarding. So I'm going to click on this. If you ever leave KW or if you're from the office and you have an agent who has left Keller Williams, you can fill out this form. If you're moving to another Keller Williams office, don't fill this out. We don't want to actually delete anything if you're staying with the company. But if you are leaving, you can fill this out. And basically, we ask for your info and then we take down your websites and your KW.com profile. We will also turn off your campaigns for you. So that's offboarding, KW Resources, back up to leadership support. We also have training tracking here. Like I said, I won't really go over the leadership support too much, but over in Track Your Office, you can track what agents have submitted a questionnaire and what agents have been coming to our training. So that's pretty cool. But I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to click this templates option. So we have created over 1,000 complimentary templates for you guys. Up here at the top of this page, we have this awesome video that shows you how to create an email signature. If you're looking to create an email signature or basically anything and use any of our templates, I do recommend watching this video first because it walks you through what you need to do to set this up. But if you scroll down, you can see we have a ton of templates for you guys. We have email signatures, just sold flyers, Facebook cover photos, different things that you can use. I'm going to show you guys the email signatures really quick since that's what most people take off this page. Once again, this does take us into Google Drive, so you will need to be signed into a Gmail account. And we have modern email signatures, normal email signatures, vertical and widescreen. I'm going to click on normal. I feel like we should change this to basic. Normal seems like a weird word for this. But in here you can see lots of email signatures. We have a ton of different choices for you. And the cool thing is these are totally customizable. So I'm going to just click on this first one, double click, and this brings me into Google Slides, which is very similar to PowerPoint, but it's basically online through your Gmail account. I'm not going to go through and actually create all of this right now, but you can see there are 3 slides here. The first one is the actual signature. This is what you're working with, what we're going to change. The second one, this really aggressive red message, is basically telling you that if you are to add in any social media links, like a link for Facebook or Twitter, anything like that, these are not HTML optimized signatures. This is just going to be a flat image on your email signature. So somebody won't be able to click like on a Twitter icon and be brought to your Twitter page. So just keep that in mind. And then step 3, these are like the walkthrough step-by-step written instructions for this. But basically what you do, if you come in here, you can see that I actually can't move anything. I can't change the text. What we basically do is we would make a copy of this to our drive, which it's here. These are the instructions. I'm basically going to go in, click File, make a copy, and this will save a version of this to my own Google account. And from there, you can make changes. You can move things around, you can change Scott's photo, you can change the colors, and make this look however you want. And then we have instructions also on the best way to save this, so it's a nice high quality signature, and then how to attach it to your email. So that's why I always say when you're on this page, definitely check out this video here because it walks you through. Robert created this video and it's really, really great, really helpful. So if you're creating an email signature or using any one of our templates, I definitely recommend watching this video first. And it also, if you come in here and you're looking for a template and we don't have it, let us know because we're always looking for new ideas for that as well. So that's about it in KW Resources. I'm going to go over just a couple more things. On our Services tab, we do also offer additional services other than like the setup and support stuff. So I'm going to click on just our pricing page. We offer services like database management, blogging, SEO, social media management. So if you are interested in that, I usually tell people to come here and look at this page. We have info on the pricing and what that includes. And then if you are looking to sign up, I usually tell people to contact Scott, email him directly, and he can talk to you more about what we can offer and what the pricing will be. So you guys can, if you are interested in this, I would just say spend some more time looking through these tabs and then send us an email. Our store, we also recently created a store for you guys. So I'm going to click on this first option for business cards. We have this new website. We teamed up with Brandco to create agentstore.com. If you guys haven't used Brandco, they're really awesome. They actually created our website for us, our logos, our email signatures, did all our branding, which is beautiful. They also do a lot of customization for Playster websites. So they work very closely with Keller Williams and Keller Williams agents. So we love the work that they do. So we teamed up with them to create agentstore.com. In here we offer business cards, name tags. There also are the HTML signatures. These would be the ones that you can actually click on. And then different packages. So if you guys are looking for business cards or any of these items, I would say come here and check it out and see if there's anything that you like. You can also, this is pretty cool, choose by your market center. And it will show you business cards that are compliant for your specific office. So yeah, I think they're pretty fairly priced, which is cool. So you can see here business cards, we have name tags. Here's the email signatures I was talking about, and then a package, and stuff like that. So this is just another option for you guys, another resource of a place to get these items for your business. And I'll go ahead and put that in the chat as well. All right, I'm going to go back to our site. We are basically going to wrap up for today. So I do just want to pull up one more thing on here. I'm going to go to our contact page so you guys can see our information. So we are here Monday through Friday. We are on Eastern Time, so our emails are on 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and then our support line, our phones, we're available through phones 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. This is going really slow, so I'm just going to cancel that. Okay, but you can see our contact info here. This is our phone number, and then you can also email us, support@scottleroymarketing.com. You don't have to use this contact form, but if you want to, this brings up like a little message box, and then it gets directly sent over to our email, and we reply through there. But yeah, like I said, you guys can contact us through phone or through email Monday through Friday, but that is about it for today's class. Thank you guys for sticking around on a Friday, and if you guys have further questions, please reach out to us. If not, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great weekend. Thank you.